Welcome back. I am thrilled to be talking with you about something that I coach people on a lot, and that is clarity around their offer. These offers can range from things that are within their existing business or deciding between what business they really want to go in on because maybe they're multi-passionate, they're good at a lot of things. And so how do you make those decisions? Well, I want to quickly coach you on this and help you think down these two lanes of how do I know what offers to put out? How do I know what to go all in on? And I think that this will be really, really beneficial for you because here's the thing. Well, let me not get ahead of myself. You are so capable of taking one business, even one product to $1 million. I believe that so much because we did it repeatedly. We're on track to helping our current students doing this as well. And all it takes is really going through this kind of miniature framework I'm about to show you right now. So there's really kind of two layers depending on what situation you're in to getting offer clarity. That's what I'm going to call it today. So first, let's say that you're deciding between two or more businesses. This is something that we get asked about all the time, like truly probably top 3 to 5 questions that we get is about how do I know what I should be doing for my business? And here's what I want to ask you a question that can really turn into a journal prompt for you. And this question could reveal so much about where you see yourself going. And the question is, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? There are times when Layla Hermosi or someone like just super influential, they'll post a Instagram story question box or something and they'll say, hey, who's the best makeup artist in Miami? Who's the best videographer in Las Vegas? Things like this. And in those moments, I know it's not me, but I'm so excited for the person that people talk about. Who's the best? Who's the best one that you know? And there's a book that I've been reading lately that I highly recommend. Macy recommended it to me. It's called The War of Art. The War of Art. And it talks about the resistance that we as human beings have against going all in on something to be the best. But that the cure, like what the professional does to overcome this resistance, is become excellent at one thing. And what I want for you is to commit to maybe not even a business idea, but how you see yourself. If someone said, who's the best blank, would it be you? Would it be you? Or if your name gets brought up, are they like, yeah, I'm not really sure like what they're focused on right now? Because that reveals to you, well, if I want to be recommended, if I want to be known for something, I need to decide so that I can be the best. And what's really neat about that is that it doesn't mean you can't do more things later. What it does mean is that you're going to have a solid foundation of reputation, of skill set, to where the next thing that you do add, it not only makes a ton of sense to you, but the people who watch you. Because maybe you are a makeup artist, and then you start to become an expert in, I don't know, photography for your clients. And then all of a sudden you're known for multiple things eventually. But people start so early on, almost in like a scarcity mindset of, well, I want my options. I want options available. So I'm going to just say I'm multi-passionate and call it that. And one of the biggest lies that I think I'm starting to see less and less of, but it's worth talking about, is the millionaires have 7 streams of income. And what I've noticed is the people that's actually true for are closer to billionaires, actually. It's the Mark Cubans, it's the investors who have 7 true streams of income. But if you're dabbling in multiple things just to get to $1 million, absolutely not. I'm telling you, I am telling you, I am telling you. And if you have questions about this, reach out to me and Macy personally at the Sales Girls Official on Instagram or comment below, because you can take one product to $1 million in a year. And now that does require you to be good enough at helping people, of course. Like, I'm not going to say you can do this without any experience whatsoever, but it will happen so much faster if you focus. Okay, so just leave the 7 streams to someone else, and that someone else can also be future you, because right now what you can be known for is going to set you up for a lifetime of selling being way easier, because you have done so much on the front end that makes people want to talk about you. Okay, this is huge. Okay, so that's like the big question I want you to ask yourself around which business do I do? Okay, I want you to ask, what do I want to be known for? And then let that sit, let that resonate, and then we'll see where you land. The second part of this that I coach people a lot often might be even harder, but this is going to be helpful, I think. So the question is, how many offers do I make? What if I have these 2 offers, which one do I do in a webinar? Which one do I run a challenge for? Which offers do I put first? Like, which one is my like firstborn baby, you know? And then which one is the one that I think about like, this is a terrible metaphor. Which one do I think about as like an afterthought and maybe sell on the back end or something? Okay. So I'm not sure that those are like even the right ways to think about it. What I want you to think about is, when you think about your customer and you think about your ideal client, right? Meaning that they have the right qualities, they have a problem that you can solve, and what one of the offers that you have is the perfect solution for them right then. And you might be thinking, yeah, exactly. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of problems I can solve. I have a lot of really good solutions. We actually, one of the girls in our Sales Girl Inner Circle, she is an amazing professional photographer who helps other photographers, and she can help them in so many different ways. So for her, there's like multiple offer streams available. Another example is one of our other Inner Circle sales girls. She is a yoga business coach. So she helps yoga instructors grow their businesses, and she has a lot of different ways of doing that. So here's how I want you to think about this. When you are solving someone's problem, what I want you to think is, what is their first problem? What is the first problem of theirs that you actually want to solve? I could give you a sales girl example here, because I obviously know this the best. So when we have our book, Persuade for Good, that you can buy, this book, what it really does is it helps someone believe that sales is a good thing, that persuasion is doing right by somebody, and it actually makes their life better and the people that they touch. That's what the book does. So their problem is, I don't even feel good about selling. The book solves that problem to say, oh, I feel great about selling. Their next problem is, okay, so how do I sell really well? And then what we have is called the Sell Your Offer Challenge, so that you or that person can come in and say, oh, let me like put my hands to this. Let me try something. So then the problem is, well, how do I sell? Well, let's practice selling your offer for 5 days. So there's a tangible 5-day challenge that takes you on that journey to having a new skill set, which is, oh, I know that there's a way to sell my offer. And then from there, we have programs that you can join to really master selling and master applying sales skills to your business. So here's what I'm saying. Going back to my client who's a photographer, instead of thinking that you have all these offers that just kind of lay next to each other, like the 7 dwarves is what I'm picturing, I want you to think kind of how I just described our value ladder, which is how can I ascend someone into the next? And ask, what problem does this solve for that person? And then what is there a new problem that comes from this? Is there a new problem that comes up, just like I described for us? And this is how business works. What I'm afraid is happening when your offer is like either a catch-all basket junk drawer of stuff or you have too many, is that you really haven't thought through where is this person coming from and where do they want to go? Because when you have offers that are just a little bit siloed and thoughtfully put in order, all of a sudden people can come in wherever they want, but you have a place to take them next for the problem that they're solving. This does them such a huge favor, because just like a child who hasn't learned to walk, you're not going to say, well, hey, today, non-walker, we can practice walking, jogging, skipping, or sprinting. You're not going to tell them that. Your normal logical thoughts are going to say, let's take some steps today. And then guess what? Once they learn to take those steps, they have a quote new problem. And that new problem is that they can't run very well. They fall a lot. So now you can work with them on their running. I know toddlers sprint out the gate once they start, but you know what I'm saying, okay? They're not skipping and doing cartwheels the same day that they learn how to walk or run, okay? And so if you're deciding between offers, I just want you to stop, put them on paper, and answer the two questions. What problem does this solve? And is there a new problem created? If there's not a new problem created and you've just solved all their problems with one offer, honestly, the next step could be that they can work more with you to keep including this into their business or making it a part of their lifestyle. There's more high-touch coaching. I'm not really sure what your situation might be, but I just want you to think, well, if everything is solved, am I truly helping them in a systematic way? And are they mastering what they need to master, or are they just buying my product and then they never buy from me again? So I don't want you to make too many assumptions. I want you to really think, what problem am I solving? And what is their next step? Because when you have multiple offers, you can organize them in a way that sends them into getting where they want to go, from baby who crawls to athlete who can win the Super Bowl, okay? And it's just step by step from there. So I hope this gave you some things to think about, things to chew on. Again, we are always available for questions, for any thoughts you have in the comments about this, and how you can navigate being the go-to man or woman in your industry, and how to just have the longevity in your business, knowing that you can do this for the long haul. Okay, you're the best, you're known for something, and you have a path to being in here, helping people, guiding people into their ultimate life. So cannot wait to see you on the next video. If you're listening on the podcast, love it. This is also on YouTube, and vice versa. See you next time.